Hello, Curious! During her explosive interview with Oprah, Meghan Markle had said, "I don't know how they could expect that after all this time, we would still just be silent if there is an active role that the firm is playing in perpetuating falsehoods about us." Since then, many had used the word when talking about the British royal family, yet there have been many questions since the word became more commonly used. But why exactly the firm? When you think of the word, one of the first things that comes to mind is some sort of a business, and is that the reason why the British royal family has been called that? Where did the word even come from and who first started using it? Who exactly does the firm include? Are they the true rulers in the UK? And just how much is it worth that its reputation needs to be protected? Find out all about the inside workings of this family. But before we continue, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos. There have been many ways to refer to the royal family, yet one of the most popular ones that has been used by Markle and Prince Harry as well as other media such as The Crown and Spencer has been the firm. But where did this even come from? It was revealed that it was the Queen's father, King George VI, who coined the name the firm to refer to his family back in his younger days. The story goes that the young prince, in his university clothes, was caught smoking, and when one of his mentors pointed out that his offence was more serious since he was a member of the royal family, he allegedly replied, "We are not a family, we're a firm." This quote had even made its way into the 2010 movie The King's Speech, where Colin Firth took on the role of the king. In her book, royal biographer Penny Junor had revealed that the phrase "the firm" also relates to the business and reputation of the crown. In it, she also wrote that even Prince Philip himself had called it that, and indeed, it has been reported that he used the word before tying the knot with the then Princess Elizabeth, as he said that he was marrying into the firm. Of course, as we mentioned, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had also publicly used the word to describe the Windsors. Many noted that it was also a nod towards the famous Princess Diana interview where she called the family the establishment. According to Newsweek, in private, even the Queen has been thought to use the term. However, it is thought that neither she nor the other senior royals would use the term in public, as the family characterises itself as a service and not a business or brand. In the past, the family has also been described as Britain's longest running family firm or a family business. If you want to know more about Diana's now infamous BBC interview, you can do so by clicking on the link above. But for now, stay with us to find out more about who the firm is and just how much the Queen controls it. But who exactly counts as being part of this umbrella term? One royal biographer noted a pecking order in the firm, and she, the Queen, is at the top, then the Prince of Wales, and so on down the line of succession. So this would mean that this family business is made up of the highest ranking senior British royals, especially those who are active in carrying out public engagements on behalf of the Crown. Of course, some say that even in this family there are some black sheep, and many people mention Prince Andrew, who has stepped back from public duties, as well as the Sussexes, which means they are no longer part of the firm. But overall, this would include all of the Queen's children and grandchildren, as well as eventually her great-grandchildren. After Meghan and Harry had stepped back from being senior royals and thus exited the firm, it has been reported that the Queen has narrowed down the most senior royals to what has been known as the Firm of 8. Those include Her Majesty, Prince Charles and his wife Camilla, Prince William and Kate Middleton, Princess Anne, and Prince Edward and his wife Sophie. According to one royal commentator, the move to narrow this inner circle was as much about saving resources as it was about maintaining reputational control. But another common word that has been used to describe the monarch's family has been the institution. However, as Markle told Winfrey herself, the royal family and the people that are running the institution are two separate things. She did add that it is hard for people to distinguish between the two, since it is, after all, a family business. Though simply looking at the bigger picture, the Royals Institution refers to the institution of the monarchy. It is filled with hundreds of people working different roles, with the person on the top being the Queen. But it does include everyone from the palace aides to the communications team. One royal commentator stated that it includes those who oversee the day-to-day running of the monarchy, those who manage the Queen's government relations, and to those who are responsible for winding up the Queen's clocks. And by the sound of things, that does seem to be a real job. And it seems that at times, these people have a lot of authority, even telling members of the family what they can or can't do. Meghan and Harry had openly talked about their dealings with the royal institution, such as the time when Meghan sought help from the higher-ups and sent emails begging for help when she had dark thoughts about ending her life. The Duchess of Sussex had said that she had her conversation with a royal version of Human Resources about seeking help, and that they replied, "My heart goes out to you because I see how bad it is, but there is nothing we can do to protect you because you're not a paid employee of the institution." Whoever this institution might include, most royal experts agree on one thing, and that is the fact, and within the firm, they are the ones who are primarily concerned with keeping up appearances. And that would be the people who are involved with communications and PR, running the royal family's social media and making sure that the royals look as good as possible to the public. The PR operation is also something that Markle has touched upon when she had revealed that once she married Harry, there were things that she couldn't do, such as go out into public to have lunch with her friends because of how it would look to the general public, adding that there is an obsession with how things look. Of course, the Queen is at the very top of the firm and the institution and is in charge, but just how much control does she have over everything? According to royal commentator Victoria Arbiter, without a doubt, given that she is the monarch, the Queen is the one who runs the show. Though it is worth pointing out that to ensure that she rules as best as she can, the 95-year-old monarch has advisors who are there to help out with things, but as it turns out, not everyone has the best intentions at heart. This was once again something that was mentioned in the Oprah interview when Prince Harry himself had said that his grandmother is the head of the firm, but revealed that there are some people around her that give her really bad advice. So this could suggest that despite being the reigning monarch and in charge, there are still those who are aiding Queen Elizabeth and influencing her in one way or another. Now, the royal family has had its fair share of scandals in the past, and people who work for the monarchy have done their best to keep things contained and the royal image as perfect as it can be. But why is that? Are they worried people will want to get rid of the monarchy? Well, the exact reason is unknown. Besides wanting to keep up appearances, the sum of money this family brings in, and in order to do this, they have to have some sort of a relationship with the tabloids. The unique royal brand has been valued at about $16 billion, and according to Forbes magazine, in the fiscal year ending March 2020, the Crown Estate pulled in more than $700 million, with about 25% going to the royal family, known as the Sovereign Grant, and with the remaining money going to the British Treasury. It was estimated that the last grant the royals have received was roughly $120 million. Though if you want to know more about the Crown Estate and the money it makes, why not check out a previous video by clicking on the link above. In order to help stay on the public's good side, as it definitely helps with their image in attracting tourists, this is where the PR team's work is important, and definitely not an easy one, seeing the power that this family has. What has been known as the Kate Middleton effect has meant that people would try to get their hands on the clothes she was wearing, which, according to Marie Claire magazine, has benefited the UK fashion industry about $1.6 billion. Well, because of this, the royal press, which has been known as the Royal Rota, and the family itself share a kind of symbiotic relationship. This means that they cover the family's events in exchange for access. And given the ever-growing interest in the royal family from the public and the constant appetite for more royal news, this relationship has been beneficial for both the press and the firm, as it allows them to maintain relevance and a connection with non-royals, but without having to sacrifice their privacy. However, while this might seem like a good thing, it might appear that the close relationship between the press and the institution was something that was disturbing to the Sussexes. During the Oprah interview, Meghan had said that there is a reason that tabloids have holiday parties at the palace. So this seems to suggest that perhaps the press are given a little bit more freedom with either their reporting or the access to information that they are given. So curious, what are your thoughts on the people referring to the royal family as the firm? Do you think the people in the institution are the ones that run the monarchy? Or do you think that the Queen is really in charge? And do you believe it is wrong for the palace to have such close ties with tabloids? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.